3 seconds per question. Let's begin. Who was the first president of the United States? Which leader helped end apartheid in South Africa? Who led India to independence through non-violent resistance? Which British Prime Minister led the UK during World War II? Who was the first female Prime Minister of the United Kingdom? Who was the civil rights leader who delivered the "I Have a Dream" speech? Who was the French military leader who crowned himself emperor in 1804? Which Russian leader introduced the policies of glasnost and perestroika? Who was the South American liberator nicknamed El Libertador? Which U.S. president abolished slavery with the Emancipation Proclamation? Who was the German chancellor credited with reunifying East and West Germany? Which Roman emperor converted to Christianity and legalized it across the empire? Who founded the People's Republic of China in 1949? Who was the longest-serving U.S. president, leading during the Great Depression and World War II? Which Egyptian leader nationalized the Suez Canal in 1956? Who was the first female Prime Minister of India? Which leader initiated the Reformation by posting his 95 Theses in 1517? Who was the ancient Macedonian king who conquered most of the known world? Which U.S. president served during the Cuban Missile Crisis? Who was the Pakistani leader who became the first female prime minister of a Muslim nation? Which French general led the Free French forces during World War II? Who was the Roman general assassinated on the Ides of March 44 BC? Which leader was known as the Iron Lady of Asia, serving as Philippines president from 1986 to 1992? Who led the Soviet Union during World War II? Who was the British Queen whose reign is known as the Victorian era? Which African-American woman became a global symbol of resistance by refusing to give up her bus seat in 1955? Who was the South Korean president who won the Nobel Peace Prize for his Sunshine Policy? Which Russian Tsar modernized his nation and built the city of St. Petersburg? Who was the leader of the Civil War-era Confederacy in the US? Which Athenian philosopher was sentenced to death for corrupting the youth? Who was the first chancellor of a unified Germany in 1871? Who was the French military hero who fought in the American Revolution? Who was the leader of Cuba during the Cold War and the Bay of Pigs invasion? Which prime minister oversaw Japan's post-World War II economic recovery? Who was the American inventor and industrialist known for the assembly line method in car production? Who became the first president of the European Commission in 1958? Which Persian king allowed the Jews to return to Jerusalem and rebuild their temple? Who was the founder of modern Turkey and its first president? Which English monarch broke from the Catholic Church to form the Church of England? Who was the Soviet leader during the Cuban Missile Crisis? Which Chinese philosopher and teacher's ideas shaped East Asian ethics for centuries? Who served as the first president of Kenya after independence in 1964? Who was the Queen of France executed during the French Revolution? Which leader initiated major political reforms in Myanmar in the 2010s and won a Nobel Prize? Who was the US president known for his 14 points after World War I? Which ancient Egyptian queen ruled as pharaoh and built magnificent temples at Deir el-Bahari? Who was the female Chinese empress who ruled during the Tang dynasty? Which African emperor built the great city of Timbuktu and made the legendary pilgrimage to Mecca? Who was the founder of the Mongol Empire, the largest contiguous land empire in history? Which 15th century explorer established the sea route from Europe to India?
Write your score in the comments.